have had a long-standing fear, and I was really lucky to have Talman work with me through my flaw and through my fear of public speaking. Now, when I first came up with the talk and with the possibility of presenting it, it made me go into a lot of internal fear because I knew in my highest self that I would be able to show up and articulate my message and really emotionally connect with people if I was able to stay connected to my core and to my true essence. But because I've had such a long-standing fear of public speaking, I started having all these really scary emotions and anxiety and apprehension that was coming up for me about a month before I started my talk in New York City. This talk in New York City was a really, really big deal for me because I was sharing the stage with many and countless already best-selling authors, multi-million dollar business owners, and also some billionaires in the room. I was going through a lot of comparison with myself that, they're much better than I am. Why am I going to show up and make a fool out of myself? What if I totally fail? I should be doing this talk someplace else before I go in and present to this group of such highly skilled experts. This could potentially ruin the good credibility and reputation that I have in my industry if I show up and fail. I mean, there were a lot of very destructive voices going on for me, including just flat out the feeling like I was going to black out and forget everything that I was saying. I wasn't going to be able to use the clicker properly for the keynote speech, that I was going to be really shaky, I was going to turn bright red, I was just going to lose my train of thought entirely and be really, really embarrassed. I want to tell you that that is not how the story unfolded for me, which is, of course, the reason why I am sharing this testimonial and recommendation for working with Talman. From the very beginning, he was extremely present with me. I was able to communicate to him without any embarrassment or shame, all of the apprehensions and fears that I was going through before this talk. He led me through just some very simple practices and exercises that I could do for myself on the conscious level. And then he also sent me a very powerful and extremely effective audio hypnosis MP3 that I listened to every single day before I went to bed. And I also listened to on various other occasions when I was on the plane, traveling to different places, when I was doing my meditation process and just had, like a half an hour where I could just kind of sit and daydream and visualize. And, I'm quite convinced that it was through this hypnosis and obviously through the massive action that I took also on my own that I was able to flip my flaw and flip my fear of public speaking. The New York presentation was absolutely incredible. I totally conquered my fear of public speaking. So thank you so much, Talman. And if you get the chance or the opportunity to ever practice hypnosis with him, I highly, highly suggest that you do, so that you also can flip your flaw and your biggest fear into one of your most unique abilities and strengths. Thank you.